You have a very different presentation since you decided not to complete the essay. So, describe to me one of the most important parts of the novel.
Um, like like the parts that he wrote. Or
Give me a scene that is the most important from the novel.
One of the most important scenes would probably have been the train car when there's 80 people packed in one train car heading to the concentration camp.
What literary devices can you apply to that scene? There's metaphor, there's theme, there's setting. Did you look at character, plot?
Setting and characters.
So tell me about setting and character then.
Setting in the train car, where he described it, how everybody was kind of all huddled together for warmth and stuff. And then character, how he's saying this is, I forget how to pronounce her name.
Chapter.
Was yelling and screaming. And how he described what she was screaming and kind of gave.
Give me your personal definition of what setting is.
Setting is the background, or the background of which the story takes place.
So then you didn't describe the background in which you described it, a part, the car, right? The train car that they're in. Go deeper into that. What can setting provide or do other than it just being an identifier of a place? What can setting do?
Setting can really change the emotion of
the what?
The way the reader takes in the story or what the writer is trying to say.
So then, from that, reread the train car then. What is the writer trying to say? What should the reader then feel?
Depression and...
No. Start the sentence off correctly. The writer intends to blah blah blah. Therefore, the reader...
The writer intends to...
think of a verb.
What?
Verb. Show.
Illustrate,
whatever.
Yeah. Illustrate the sadness and depression for the reader to take in and connect with.
What was the most important relationship within the story?
Like between the characters?
Yes.
Probably Ellie and his father.
Describe that relationship to me a little bit.
Their relationship was really built off one another. They really counted on each other. Eli said that he lived for his father, and therefore they had a really strong connection since his mother just died.
Now apply a literary theme to that relationship. Metaphor, setting, theme, character, plot. Pick one.
Their relationship with one another really was different than the other characters.
Apply a literary theme. Metaphor, setting, theme.
The relationship the setting was really dull and heartbreaking, but the relationship was strong still.
Good contrast. Why do you think the writer shows that contrast between the relationship being extremely positive in a terrible setting?
Because he didn't want to really focus on all the really negative stuff in the story.
But I believe he did.
He did, but at least he did. So he did focus on the negative stuff, but he wanted to show it through his perspective and how he lived through it.
What other things can you say about that contrast? You pointed out a very important contrast between the relationship of the character Ellie and his father, and then but what could you say, and then the setting. So that contrast, what does that do then for you as the reader, or what does the writer intend for the rest of for the audience?
To kind of feel what he felt and go through his shoes.
Okay, so there's the personal level. Can you go above that?
To show the audience that what it was like in those critical times.
Can you go to a bigger human level? Because even if you can think of it, you can go way back to the, let's say, Paleolithic times, the relationship between a father and his son during harsh winters. There's a contrast, harsh winter, relationship between father and son. So what is Ellie trying to show about our relationship and then to harsh times? And I just gave you, there is a deeper human connection that Ellie is actually trying to attain by writing it.
That relationships can overcome, close relationships can overcome harsh things.
Harsh what?
Things, or harsh
things?
settings.
Do you believe that?
Do
you honestly believe that?
Yes, because if you do stuff alone, by yourself, then you don't have as good a chance as if you had somebody else to help you go through stuff like he did with his father.
Why couldn't you write this all on a piece of paper?
I did.
Then what
Most
did you do?
of it. It's just half of it got deleted.
So you have the ability to think about these things, but it got deleted. Can you not save things? Can you not copy them to Google Docs? Can you not do those type of things?
I can, but I did not do that.
Well, then I expect you to do that next time. Thank you.